Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play FrogComposband. And of course, we're still Ayali the Hydra. However, I have actually been doing a little bit of off-camera playing, grinding one might say, because I figured what I really wanted to experience myself and also capture on camera was how different things would be at level 30, at the next evolution, the next step of evolution for our Hydra. But we were, I believe, at around like halfway to level 28 last time, and things had slowed down quite considerably, and I wasn't really sure where to go next. I also, wasn't the biggest fan of how that experiment with the post commentary turned out. I mean, I ended up keeping basically the entire recording anyway, and in fact, the final video was a little bit longer than the original recording because, of course, I stopped a couple of times, went back and talked about things. Well, if I had been doing it the traditional way and just done live commentary, it would have probably ended up even longer, at least as long, I would say, because I would have then also stopped and talked about things more than I did. Well, I mean, I didn't at all while playing, of course. So, yeah, that's fine, but of course, it still took me twice as long, and, while I was able to just play relatively, a little bit more relaxed and at my own pace during the original recording, I still had to then sit down and focus and commentate over the entire thing. So nothing was really gained there, I would say. Anyway, I was thinking that I would be able to skip a lot more, but I ended up keeping most of it in anyway because, well, I guess it depends on your definition of what's interesting enough to keep in the video, but, I basically, by the time I was done sharing my thoughts over the last boss encounter or, noteworthy item we found, we already were up to the next one. So, it just worked out that way. Anyway, so I went back to just doing the usual live recording and commentary. But what I did was, well, a couple of things. I did a round of the places I had been to. Like, where did I leave off? In some random town, I don't know. I guess we had, last time we had our encounter with Grendel, which didn't work out so well, that I barely got away from, basically, and that I left for later. Yeah. So what I did was just revisit towns to check shops, see if I could restock on anything or find anything interesting. And also, I had actually noticed, and this is going to be spoilers, I suppose, but and I technically could have seen it before, but with the completed quests and the one failed one, it also lists arena, and it used to say 0 victories because I hadn't found the arena, but that told me that the arena is in fact in this game, which of course at one point I knew. It just wasn't in the town that it is in Hangband or other variants. So I wondered, maybe it's on I mean, there were 2 towns left, basically. So the one up in the mountains, Zul, and the one that's pretty isolated on that island. And I thought about maybe going there. But then I just checked out the towns I had been in anyway, and eventually teleported to the final one in the list, called Thalos. And I looked at it and I thought, I must have not been here for a while. Because it didn't really look that familiar, but kind of did anyway. But then I noticed, oh wait, this place has an arena. Oh. And yeah, turns out that's the town on the island, and you can't just teleport there. I don't think you can right away when you start a new character. Maybe it unlocks after you've been to a certain number of other towns, or after you've been to a certain specific town, or after you reach a certain level. Either way, you can't just teleport there. You don't have to swim, which is nice. And yeah, I didn't find anything super interesting there, but the arena. And I decided to just do the first couple of rounds, and then I ended up doing 26 of them. The last one, well, it was pretty smooth sailing until a Biclops, which ironically I just killed earlier here on this floor. You can still... Actually, can you... Yeah, you can still see it. And the message log there. Oh, I eventually killed it, yeah. This encounter went better, although Biclopses are, or Biclopes, I suppose, are no joke. They They daze you, they make you bleed very heavily, they just hit super hard. They're kind of tanky, not too bad. We can kill them relatively quickly, but they deal a lot of damage back, and they can throw rocks at you, shattering your stuff. It's, it's a pain in many different ways. Anyway, so yeah, I reached the Cyclops in the arena, and it had been pretty much smooth sailing until then, but that thing almost killed me. And I don't think you really die in the arena, but if you do, the arena quest line, I suppose, is just over, and you can never resume it, as far as I'm aware. So I was thankfully able to just barely defeat it. Like I was in the low double digits of hit points by the time I defeated him. And when I was out of the arena, I was still bleeding. I could have bled to death, but thankfully I did have my Staff of Curing. So yeah, that was very, very tight. And the next encounter, I believe, is a Vampire Lord. And so I decided to stop there because that was scary. And I kind of wish I had encountered that, or I had recorded that. But, I guess I took the gamble to do some things off camera. And yeah, I would be missing some interesting things. But, Anyway. So after that, I basically went to the Angband dungeon, and the plan was to go to, the depth of around my character level, and just go up and down a couple levels, or, reach that level and then maybe go up and down between levels like 28 and 29 or so, and grind a couple levels until almost level 30, which is the case now. We're 900 XP away from level 30, and to finally get to current events, we are facing this elite, Sangrayando of Umbar, which I actually summoned myself using this Staff of Summoning. I figured it was fun. It would be fun. The floor is otherwise cleared, and I was in this corridor here, well, up there. So I figured I couldn't really be surrounded too much. What could possibly go wrong? How bad could this be? Well, it summoned a Cyclops and this guy. And the Cyclops immediately started hitting me really hard. I thankfully was able to escape. But, yeah. I don't remember what this dude was trying to do at the time. I was too focused on the Cyclops. I am currently still heroic and blessed and fast. So I feel like my chances are maybe pretty good. I'm not berserking because doing that basically makes it impossible to escape, right? I mean, that's the idea, of course, of berserking. It makes you really good at fighting, but really bad at everything else. And the idea is to just fight to the death, basically, and not run away. So it's always a bit scary when facing something you don't know exactly, how tough it is. Like, maybe this guy's a pushover as it is. Maybe while berserking I could easily kill him, but maybe even while berserking he's this is going to turn out to be a Grendel kind of situation, and I'm just going to find myself losing rapidly, and then what do I do, right? Try to read a spell, try to read a scroll of teleportation, or use my getaway rod, one of my handful of new items, new acquisitions. Yeah, that's it's a bit spooky. I think I'm going to try it without berserking, so I preserve my options. As far as combat goes, I mean, we are level 29. We didn't gain anything super special, no new attributes or anything. We are actually at Amber level 2 for melee as it is, where device usage is fair. I mean, everything's looking kind of okay, except for stealth, which I don't care about that much. Int and Wisdom have actually been boosted. I've been finding a handful of attribute potions around these levels here, the late 20s in the main dungeon. And I had made my way further than this, all the way up to level 30 or 31 even? I don't know. I want to say 30, and then I started going back up. My inventory was obviously full. I mean, it is, as you can see. Let's see here. I have a couple of things. Oh yeah, so as far as equipment upgrades go, I found the Vial of Galadriel just a couple levels ago, just lying on the floor, and obviously replaced my Fëanorian lamp with that. And I only just realized that, I've been dropping a bunch of things and agonizing over inventory choices while keeping my Fëanorian lamp, which is not really going to be valuable enough to sell or anything, or something I want to go back to equip. So yeah, I just had a major blind spot for that apparently. So that's definitely something we can drop for any potential things that this boss here might drop for us, if we can defeat him. Other than that, I don't think there's anything new. I think I actually, I spent like 30,000 gold, a ridiculous amount, actually, on the Barbarian Talisman I'm currently using, which is just slightly, well, better. I think the one I used to use did not actually provide armor, and it gave +1 to strength and dex. And this one has 2 armor and gives +2 only to strength. And I figured that was, and also the fear resistance, that's the same. So I only lost a point of dex, but I gained an additional point of strength and 2 armor, and I figured that was worth it. I don't know if it was, especially for the price, but I did upgrade that anyway. Yeah, the rest should be the same as last time I was recording. I do have this Barbarian Talisman +2 armor, +3 strength, and fear resistance and berserking. That is cursed though, but I want to experiment and see if a curse on an item that you find, a pre-cursed item basically, if that curse can just be lifted and the item turned into a non-cursed item. In which case, you know, this would basically be an upgrade over what I'm currently using, with an extra point of strength and maybe some other positive attribute that I don't know about. I'm really not sure how that works, but I am taking that with me to the surface if at all possible. Other than that, we have just some stuff to sell, I guess. Oh yeah, I have this wand of lightning ball that I haven't actually used at all. I replaced my acid bolt with an acid ball wand. I found only very recently both the rod of getaway and recall, which, you know, technically they replace my teleportation and word of recall scrolls. Technically. And I guess they are more resistant to destruction than scrolls are, because, I mean, obviously those get burnt away and dissolved away like crazy, but also you can just have dozens of them, so you don't really run out. So I don't know if the rods are really the way to go. I think I'm gonna tempt fate and do that and just stash away those stacks of scrolls. Potions, we have a couple new ones. Well, mostly I just picked up potions of resist heat and cold. Finally, one might say, because yeah, I've been complaining about the lack of cold resistance for a while now, and I still don't have it. But at least with these, you know, as soon as I encounter something that I can't immediately hit and one-shot reliably, something that attacks me with cold, it might get one hit off and destroy some of my stuff, but then I can immediately drink one of those. And I have done that a couple of times. I used to have like 8 or so of these. And then at least I'm pretty unlikely to lose more potions fighting the same opponent, right? I guess most recently I've been fighting on this level. Wait, is it this level or a different one? No, I think it must have been the previous level. Where I fought 2 boss enemies. 2 pretty nasty ones. What was it called? That should, wait, completed quests, uniques. Oh yeah, they are both at the top of the list there. So that Beep Black Bat, which really is deserving of that curse, that swear, and then King Koopa, otherwise known as Bowser, who was really tough, as you might imagine. Also, he breathes fire or throws fireballs. And yeah, I was definitely happy about my potion of resist, but I ended up killing him. I buffed up completely, used everything, and berserked, and I just, you know, we had a nice duel there between Bowser and the 5-headed Hydra. Pretty epic fight. Right, yeah, the bat, if you're not familiar, is like some kind of ghost bat. Basically, it moves through walls super fast, +20 speed, moves completely erratically, and just summons dragons. Oh, and it's a thief that can steal your items. So yeah, that's fun. I was in fact first surrounded by a bunch of dragons, and not just baby dragons, but young and some even mature dragons, including black dragons that breathe acid, and it was not fun. And yeah, it was ultimately a matter of finding a place where I could not be surrounded completely, and then hope for the bat itself to fly into melee range randomly, which took a while, but it worked out eventually, and then I killed it in like 3 shots. But yeah, so that was cool. Wish I had recorded that. Anyway, we are here now, and the plan is for now to kill this guy, hopefully, maybe get enough experience to level up to 30, and then head out of the dungeon for the time being, because the last thing, I swear, I'm going to start playing any moment now. In Thalos, the town I guess I could have had access to a while ago, I also picked up 2 quests, one of them level 10. Also, there is a local dungeon there that, in fact, that first quest takes place in, the Icky Cave, which is a level 10 dungeon, which, of course, at this point is a bit low for us, but I'm still going to clear that, because those themed dungeons tend to be somewhat interesting in their own right, and we'll see what follow-up quests we get for those relatively low-level ones, and also being basically level 30, I think we should be able to take on these level 25 quests. So yeah, maybe some interesting stuff to do. Anyway, what do we open with? I said I wasn't going to berserk against this guy. Maybe I can. It's gonna be more effective. I suppose I haven't used the lightning ball yet. Maybe let's try lightning? Sure, let's try a lightning ball. That sounds fun. He resisted. Did not take any visible damage. Okay. I don't know what the little red asterisk next to his name means in the monster list. Do we know? Oh, does that mean that he's wanted? No, I'm... Right, okay, I did see that actually. So I guess if nothing else, I'll take his body to the surface and see how much that's worth. I haven't seen that... I haven't seen a wanted monster so far, at least not that I was aware of. But, yeah, no, I guess I haven't seen one, or not one that left a corpse, because the auto-destroyer will destroy any not wanted corpses, but should reserve ones that are wanted. So, we'll see if he actually leaves one, if a wanted monster is guaranteed to leave one. I assume that's the case, but who knows. Anyway, we know that he resists electricity. So, I'm just doing this to make him close the gap so I can start meleeing. Acid. He grunts with pain. Okay, that worked, I guess. But, yeah, let's just start attacking now. Oh, and I actually wanted to check real quick where we were combat-wise. Okay. 115 plus 50. I feel like that used to be higher? Oh, no, wait. Last time I checked, I was berserking. Yeah. Okay. So, while you're berserk, that is actually reflected in your damage calculation here. And I think that would be around 150 and 70 or so. So a significant increase for sure. But again, comes with a risk. Looks like we're dealing pretty good damage to this guy. He's not resistant to poison, so that works out for me. He hasn't really done anything so far. Okay, great hit. He hits me a little bit, deals some damage, but not too bad at all. Okay. Missing a couple of attacks, but oh, he does something. Drains power from my muscles, but I resist. Right, at some point, speaking of draining, I was also drained a little bit of life force, which I guess I'll be able to restore easily back in town. And the guy's dead. Okay, that was way easier, but again, you cannot really know with a new enemy, an unknown enemy. He's dead, and he did not even give us, like, he gives, what, 350 or so XP? Yeah, not quite what we needed. Good ring mail, a lot of money, a good glaive. The corpse of Sangahyando of Umbar, wanted. Nice, Umbar, Ambar, whatever. More gold. Wand of resistance. Stone to mud. Yeah, no. I don't think so. Right, what we're gonna do is drop the Fëanorian lamp that served me well, but I'm I'm pretty sure I don't have a use for that anymore. Galadriel's file should just be better. Just to double check, this one, wait, this one, right, has light radius 2. Right, it's just light radius 2. It cannot be harmed by fire, which is nice, I suppose, but other than that, it's just a fuel-less lamp. So yeah, pretty sure Galadriel is better. What is that? Flask of oil, ironically. Yeah, no need for that. Okay, let us use our Rod of Recall for the first time. Recall depth. Reset recall depth. No, because I was deeper. I think that's what it's asking here. Whether I want to set my recall to this level instead of the lowest one? No, I don't think so. Hello, can I kill you before I get yanked to the surface? Apparently, yes. Prayer has expired. I calm down, yeah, or slow down. And, okay. I was also not sure how exactly this worked, but I thought it worked this way. That, because I recalled from here, from in town, that it would also recall me back to where I recalled from, instead of just to the entrance of the dungeon, which is a little bit in the middle of nowhere, so I would have had to walk back to civilization from there. Thankfully, this is very convenient, so I guess we're going to... and this is the arena, by the way. Vampire Lord, yeah, that sounds scary. I don't know. I faced regular vampires in the dungeon, like 2 of them or so, and they were pretty easy. I think one of those might have been what drained my life away. But they don't deal a ton of damage. Well, neither of them dealt a lot of damage, and they both died pretty easily. But yeah, Vampire Lord, I just don't know how much tougher that is. And well, there isn't really like a completely linear difficulty curve, you know, across the arena combats. Enemies have definitely become tougher over time. I mean, there's definitely an upward trend, and yeah, that latest one, the Biclops, is just extremely dangerous. So I'm not risking that anytime soon. Food, rest, there we go. And I guess we sell the obvious stuff first. Do we have a library here? Yes. I don't know if it's a relatively cheap one. Actually, it is very cheap. Perfect. So let's just go ahead and fully identify everything. Why not? We have the money for it. We're gonna have more money. Detect monsters. Is there anything we didn't really know about it before? 3.6% fail chance. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it, but because I found a couple of attribute potions, I guess I started talking about those and then I trailed off. Did I? Because I don't remember finishing that train of thought at all. So I did find a couple of attribute potions. I think 1 or 2 of increased charisma, 1 increase wisdom, and 2 increase intelligence. No, 3 intelligence, yeah. So int and wisdom are both at 6 now, and charisma is at like 15 or so. So yeah, and the int increases actually improved my device usage considerably, noticeably. So that was actually a pretty good find. I mean, I still would have maybe preferred some strength and or constitution, but and I suppose also dex for hit chance. Well, everything is helpful as it turns out, even charisma, because it gives you better prizes and also improves your fear ability. Anyway, let's sure, just identify our consumables or our usables. Getaway, 13% fail chance. Okay, so that's a little bit questionable, but I think that's actually a lower fail chance than a scroll of teleportation last time I checked. So it might still be better in that regard, so long as it doesn't get destroyed and you're then there. You know, then you stand there in the middle of the dungeon without any way of getting away. Well, okay, this one doesn't have a high fail chance. That's nice, I suppose. I still have this Wand of Teleport Other, and I've never used it. Right, it's a beam that teleports all affected monsters away. That could be really powerful, I suppose. Lightning ball. Sure, I can. Yeah. 68 damage. That's less than the acid. Oh, right. Also, at one point, I found this Staff of Identify with 24 charges, which confused me a little bit, or still confuses me, because we used to have the Staff of Capacity with 15 charges. And I thought that of capacity literally just meant that it had more charges than that type of item usually does. And then we find just a regular one with almost 10 more charges. Like, what's up with that? Honestly, I don't really have to identify those consumables. I've already spent like over 10k. That's a bit much. Let's see here. -3 con. Okay, so that's bad. But if we can uncurse it... Oh, drains experience. Attracts animals. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's not so good. But I'm still going to buy a scroll of remove curse. Maybe play it safe and buy one of those greater remove curse scrolls if available, and then equip the thing and see if uncursing it just removes the curse from it and makes it just good. I feel like I should know how that works, but I guess I don't. Do we need to fully identify these weapons if I'm planning to just sell them anyway? Is it gonna worth that much more value? Is it gonna add that much? What did I say? Is it gonna add that much more value? At least 1600 more gold in each case? I don't know about that. Actually, I suppose we can test that, huh? Yeah. You know what? Time for science. Time for science. Sell. Oh, right. I guess those are both fully identified and probably, yeah, not gonna be worth that much. Oops. Iron Helm of Knowledge. I'm not gonna use that. Extra int. Yeah, no. Huh? Yes. Okay, I mean, it's some money. It's better than nothing. Now, the Scimitar of Slaying would sell for 1600? Huh. I expected a lot more than that. 3800 for that one. Okay. I guess worst case scenario, I'm not going to make any profit of this if it does not, in fact, improve the value. Slay dragons and demons. I guess that's the detail that we didn't know, exactly what it was slaying. And the Battle Axe of Nature. +2 to int, slay animals, resist fire, and gives you a regeneration apparently. Okay. Cool. And now they sell for still the same. That's really lame. So, yep, still the same. Good to know. So don't bother fully identifying ego items. Or, yeah, pieces of equipment, I suppose, just for if you're planning to just sell them. Now I know. Of course you don't sell any Elvish Waybread. Why would you? Or really much of anything. Critical wounds. I keep having to double check. Critical are the ones that we want. So yeah, we obviously want more of those. Heroism, a single one. I mean, sure, might as well. D. Curing. We still have 19, and I actually dropped off a bunch of extra potions and only took around 25 of each with me into the dungeon. So it's not quite as bad as it looks, perhaps, in terms of how much I lost. But of course, I lost a ton to random destruction, random enemies blasting me with mostly cold. That was the main offender still. But also some acid and disenchantment. No, I suppose disenchantment would not have affected those. But I was also a little bit disenchanted, so I'm gonna have to fix that as well. Yeah, it's just the usual maintenance. Remove curse for 7,000. Yikes. You know what? Why don't we try it with a regular one for 133 first? That seems a bit more reasonable. Also, we can sell I think I'm gonna sell this lightning ball. That has a 24% fail chance still. Acid ball actually started out with a 20% fail chance when I got it. But between some level ups, I suppose, and those extra points of int, that went down to 6%, which is pretty much, which we pretty much can work with, I think. But yeah, that lightning ball, I guess it's better than I thought, but at a 24% fail chance, I'm not really going to use it anyway, so yeah, we'll sell that for 3,000, sure. Right, there's that cursed talisman. Is there anything else I want to sell? Maybe not. Anything I want to buy? No. Guess not. Berserk Strength, Sight, Face Door Teleportation. No, we're getting rid of those. Yeah, drop all of those. Drop all of those. A bit tentatively, but we'll see how that works. If that's going to kill me, it might. Let's see, I guess I can get those back to make up for most of what I lost. Heroism is... I mean, I don't use that much. In fact, I'm not sure if heroism is even really worth it anymore at this level. I think the effect might be pretty minor. So maybe I'm just going to keep the ones I currently have, use them whenever I feel like it's appropriate, and otherwise use them as a bit of a buffer for my other potions until I run out, perhaps. Yeah, Cure Critical is fine, 26. Resistance would be nice. What else do we have here? Restore life levels. Well, we're at 99% life, so I don't know if I should drink one of those potions yet. I guess I don't really need to. Where is the local police station? Well, there's a Temple of Life. Restore for 2400. I don't think so. Healing Prayer is just gonna heal me, right? Yeah, it doesn't even do anything. Okay. Casino. Fighter's Hall. Paladin's Guild. Is there even... Oh, actually... Yeah, Bounty Office is right there. Okay. We'll see how much that corpse is worth. Also... equip... No. I mean, wear this cursed amulet. Yes. Over our uncursed one. Yes. Of course, why wouldn't I? Oops, Deathly Cold. You don't say. Read Remove Curse. And it's no longer cursed. Is that just really the case now? Like, I guess so? No, wait, it's still bad though. Ah. Okay, it removed... I see. So the -3 Constitution is not actually considered a curse. That's interesting. That said, it only dropped my health by like 10 points or so? Is that right? 10, maybe 15-ish? Is that worth it for an extra point of strength? I don't know. Is the Berserk any different? 25, D25 plus 25? 3.6 fail, time out 100, that looks about the same. Yeah, that's the same. Okay, I don't know. Exchange 1 point of, or exchange 3 points of Constitution for 1 point of Strength. Does that even have a notable effect? We're somehow only superb at melee anymore. Maybe when I checked, I was still blessed and heroic. I guess that's what it is. I mean, if anything, we should have the strength should make us better at fighting, and Constitution should not factor into that until unless that rating also considers survivability and lower hit points, and I guess Constitution might also factor into other things, resistances versus certain attacks. You know what? Thought all the negative effects would go away if the uncursing was successful, but exchanging 3 stat points for 1 does not seem good. If it was 1 for 1, I would go for it, but as it is, I think I should not go, you know, all offense and sacrifice that much defense. Yeah, I really only lost 10 hit points. And also, I have really only been getting a handful of extra hit points per level up lately. So that's definitely slowed down after, you know, huge boosts with every single level up to a certain point. Okay, anyway, now we know. Guess I'll be selling this one for 3k. Sure, we'll do it. Make up to 80,000, and the inventory is so full, but that's okay. Full of useful stuff. Special target? Wait, no, that's... Okay, today's wanted? No, receive prize. Yes. Oh, you don't get money, you get items. Okay, rare items. Potions of resistance. I mean, yeah, I'll take it. Oh, wait, I only got 1, right? Okay. That's a bit stingy, but I suppose it's fine. It's not like I really sacrificed much for carrying this guy back to the surface. Yeah, the inventory is full, but we do have the extra Scrolls of Holy Prayer, which I have used, and I don't know exactly how good they are, but they are a higher level, mid to late game kind of scroll, and relatively rare, and yeah. So I just assume that it's worth using these against tough enemies. We have the extra potions of resist heat and cold, which of course are just a weaker version of resistance, but yeah, whenever I'm facing something that just uses one of those 2 elements, of course I'm going to use just that instead of resistance, which actually provides resistance against acid and other things as well. Well, all the elements, and then, yeah, some of the more specialized ones, but not the super high level ones like there's sound and nexus and shards and, you know, all of the really nasty stuff, which thankfully I have not been I've not really encountered that much so far. Okay, anyway, what else? Right. I know, I'm just running all over the place because I am not very efficient or good at remembering things. I was not quite done here because... Right, I wanted to fully identify this one. Right, it is light radius 3. It gives extra searching, resists dark, and it can be invoked for illumination. And cannot be harmed by the elements at all. That's good. Right. And then with that there's only one more thing to do. And that is enchant armor. Okay, it looks to be relatively cheap here, so that's good. Yeah, I guess... Is that relatively cheap? I don't know. I'm just gonna pay the price for the extra armor. Oof, 4k. Wait, this is cheaper though than the other one. Well, one level is cheaper, but then suddenly it goes up by a lot for 2 levels. So if I only enchant it once... Oh yeah, okay, then the cost goes up. From there on out, I suppose it's... Maybe it's in tiers. Up to level so-and-so, or, you know, enchantment level so-and-so. It's only 900 something, or 800, or whatever it was, per level, and now it's up to 1,520. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Right, the Hard Leather Cap of Sam was also slightly disenchanted. Wait a second, that costs 12k? For 1 level? You know what? I think that's where I draw the line. Think I'm good. A tiger? Oh, hey, random tiger in town. Anything else? Did I check the black market? I might not have. Nope, don't think I did. Trickery +4 searching. Nexus resistance? But again, that's a pretty rare thing to encounter. Yeah, I don't know about that. Super enchant weapon. Too bad we don't have a use for that. Potions of healing. They are a bit expensive, but they're also very rare, and I've stockpiled the one or two that I've found for the time being. Because so far we've been doing okay with just our critical wounds and our healing staff. Yeah, we have a potion of healing here. I think I had one destroyed. I haven't actually used one yet. Yes, we want to drop those here. We also have a scroll of acquirement, actually. I think I got that. Yeah, I think actually something in the arena dropped that. That is ridiculously valuable. But and I know there's, it's not an efficient use for it, but I will take that with me and use it at maybe dungeon level 30 or so. Because I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know, I shouldn't say anything that implies any kind of certainty, but I believe the way this works, more or less, is that it gives you a random good quality, or rather, a drop of a certain quality level. I don't know if it's guaranteed to be an artifact, or just ego or better, but something like that. Based on, or with, a quality or rarity or whatever, based on the depth of the dungeon level that you're currently on. So, it just generates a really good quality drop, for the level that you're currently on. Something that could also drop from a boss monster, I suppose. That's my understanding. Maybe I used to know better in the past. It's quite possible. So yeah, I'm going to pick that up before I head back into the main dungeon to maybe do a little bit more grinding. For now, though, we are going to... Suppose we're going to do this quest first, which is a level 20 quest. Sure. Just because it's here, because I want to know what the follow-up to it is going to be. Shadow Fairies. It sounds a bit scary. I don't really know what to expect. Although I've definitely done the quest before. I definitely remember this place. Oh yeah, did I mention that I replaced my Detect Monster rod with one that had an extra charge? Maybe I didn't, but there you go. Shadow Fairies. Just 3 Shadow Fairies, and that's it? How bad could those be? Shrouded in darkness, okay. This mysterious creature makes its home in the forest and uses its magic to drive out intruders like you. Well, we thankfully have a magical light source that specifically... Hi there. Gives us darkness resistance. And also we've one-shot the first Shadow Fairy. And did not one-shot the second one, interestingly. Not even close. But then we finish it off. Is the third one also going to come to us? It sure did. And we're level 30. Wow, awesome. Quest complete. Level 30, you have evolved into a 7-headed Hydra. Okay. So we make a jump and grow 2 extra heads. Huh. And of course we're raising our strength. I mean, obviously. Now that's more like it. Okay, we're still only superb at fighting, but actually good at device usage and searching and disarming. Huh. Very good at saving throws. Fair archery, well, I mean, that's never gonna matter because we literally cannot use any kind of anything that would use the archery skill, as far as I know. Okay, not terrible. Anything new here? Any new resistances? We did not, unfortunately, just gain natural resistance to the elements. Oh, that would be so good. If we just developed, stronger scales that protect from... that give us 1 layer of protection from all the basic elements. Oh well, one can dream. Maybe one day. Maybe at level 40. Anything else? Regenerating for 20%. Nice. Hold life. Permalite, yeah. Very good at searching. Your bite 3d5. But we now have 6.1 blows per round. Why not 7? What's up with that? Who knows? But just our baseline damage right now is 143 plus 57 poison, so that's pretty solid. And we can also use our breath attack finally. Stinking Cloud fail chances down to 2%, damage up to 25, which is pretty good. I've been using that quite a bit, as you can see, 354 casts of that, and only 7 fails. So yeah, that checks out. Breathe cost 20. I mean, I still don't know exactly what that cost is supposed to be. Maybe it is actually health cost, and the low cost for Scare Monster and Stinking Cloud is literally just offset immediately by my regen. But with the 20 cost for the breath, which I assume is poison breath, or could it be acid breath? That would actually be amazing. We'll see, I guess. Probably poison though. But yeah, maybe with the 20-point cost, if that is health, we might actually see an effect of that, because I don't think we're going to offset that much damage. Also 45% fail chance, so not something I'm really going to use a whole lot. Probably over 100 damage though, so that's nice. Yeah, definitely curious to give that a go. But our main attack is just better, and also we have gained an additional head and additional neck slot. So that's really good. In fact, I should just go ahead and put... In fact, did I not specifically save some sort of amulet with cold resistance? That would honestly be so good. Also, where the heck am I? Okay, I did not see myself. I didn't see the Hydra for all the trees. Also, are we a brighter green now? I think our color slightly changes as we evolve. Oh yeah, fire and cold resist amulet. I mean, we don't really need the extra fire, but for now I'm definitely going to use that. And I suppose as soon as I find anything that gives me cold and maybe ideally some sort of resistance that I don't already have, or that I don't have as many layers of, I'm going to take that, but yeah. That's really good. Do we have an extra helm? I mean, yeah, I suppose. While I don't have anything better, I can also just put on my old Helm of Domination. Maybe I should have held on to that Helm of Knowledge, actually. I didn't really consider that at all. Because that had auto-identify on it. I don't know if that would have done much. But, Anyway, we are going to... Well, I suppose I could still buy it back if I wanted to. Anyway, let's put this on for now. Oh, finally, cold resist. At long last. And suppose we... Wait, we only... Yeah, no, okay, we do have 2 layers of fire resistance, but honestly, very few things have been able to damage my equipment with fire, even with just the 1 layer. But I suppose it also doesn't hurt. I guess I wouldn't mind some light resistance. And then all the basic and slightly advanced stuff would be covered. Anyway, where would I have sold the thing? Well, not here. Armor shop, obviously. Iron Helm of Knowledge, 5 plus 9. I mean, that's actually good armor. And plus 1 intelligence, and what's the word? Sustain intelligence. And auto-identification. We basically have that already because of our, you know, the Mogaminator and our Staff of Identify. I suppose with that helmet on, we technically shouldn't need the staff, freeing up that inventory slot. Of course, I now have to buy it back for 11k, but that's not so bad. You know what? Sure. Again, for science. For science. I mean, Domination is just a lot less armor. I could enchant it again, but that would also be very expensive. It would give me 3 charisma, which, you know, is nice and all. extra fear resistance, but we're already pretty resistant to fear. So yeah, let's be a little bit smarter. Int is up to 7 as well, which helps with device usage. So good stuff all around. Also, fast +7 now, so I think we gained 2 points of speed with this evolution as well, which I hadn't even considered. Very good stuff. Also, what actually made my hit points go up? Hold on, am I dumb? Should it be obvious? Maybe it should? I thought I was at only 4... No, wait, maybe I didn't even look at my health? Also, armor class went up a lot. Is that just from the helmet? I suppose 14 points. Yeah, that sounds about right. Wait, is it 14 points? Yeah. Wait, did I? Oh no, I'm just dumb. Don't mind me. Right, I only chose not to fully enchant. That's the word. The Cap of Sam, because it was just too expensive for 1 point of armor. No, okay. I mean, we're looking. I'm feeling pretty good. That was definitely that definitely gave us a significant boost in power. I mean, all things considered, 2 extra item slots. The resistances are pretty much covered for the time being. Actually, a decent amount of extra hit points. A nice boost to our attack power and some speed, and yeah, a little bit of everything. Maybe not quite enough to make me want to face that Vampire Lord, although I am tempted. But maybe I should test the waters first against some other things. Also, we completed the quest, of course. Hey, blubbering idiot. How do you like being attacked with a breath attack? I didn't concentrate hard enough. Yeah, that's to be expected. Oh, he's gone. Hey, don't run away. Oh. You breathe poison, he dies. Well, yeah, fair enough. Wait a second, what? Oh, didn't something just say... StatCon damage 100. Didn't something just say 98? Damage 98? I was just looking at the fail chance and to see if maybe casting it for the first time would somehow improve that. I don't know why I thought that it might. But then from the corner of my eye, I saw, you know, an uneven number like that. I think it was 98. But now it says 100, so I don't know what I saw or why that would have changed. Anyway, Shadow Fairies are done. Hard Leather Cap of Seeing. Okay. Follow-up quest. Genie's Cavern, level 27. We've had a few problems lately with the rogue Genie, who lives... Ginny? You mean Genie? Ginny? Well. Who lives in a cavern to the northeast of the city. It was previously quite tame and did the bidding of a local sorcerer, but the man vanished some time ago, and the Genie has been out of control since then. Please visit its cave and eliminate it and any lesser spirits that may attend to it. I've heard rumors that the Genie might become friendly again if offered peppermint leaves. So if you have any, that could be an alternative way to deal with it. Interesting. I mean, why would the game mention that if it wasn't actually a thing? Of course, I have absolutely no idea how or where to acquire those, or if it's actually just a thing, or maybe a joke. With this game, you really can't tell. There are so many weird in-jokes and references, and it's impossible to know what to take seriously. But I mean, my guess would be that they wouldn't put it in the quest description like that if there wasn't actually anything to it. Now, that being said, I still don't know what to do about it. I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to probably just eventually go in there and get killed by it, because I kind of remember it being pretty tough. I've definitely killed it before on some other character. And the problem is not just the Genie itself, as the quest implied, but also a bunch of other spirit types, like elemental spirits. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. It is only level 27, but again, with quests, you never really know. Also, alright, I wanted to inspect this cap that we got. Ah, resist blindness. I mean, that would be nice. Defensive-wise, of course, it's not that amazing. Don't really need the searching. I don't need to be able to see invisible even more, I don't think. So it would really only provide blindness resistance, which I don't think we otherwise have. Yeah, we don't. I don't know. I guess I'm not going to sell it right away. Just to, you know, preserve the option. Remove, no. Drop. Right. I remember that it was letter R, I suppose. Weird. Weird how the brain works, especially mine. Teleport other. I just don't use it. I probably should, but I don't. There, that's one extra potential slot for loot. Okay, anyway, let's head into the level 10 dungeon. That should be exciting. I mean, not really, but whatever's at the bottom of it might be a little bit interesting. Yeah. Oh, and the very first level is protected by 5 magic mushroom patches. Spooky. Okay, enlighten me. And show me where those things are. Which, I mean, you do show me 2 of them, and I do see them. Of course, they do blend in with these dungeon floor features, so it's gonna be a little bit of a pain. We'll see how this goes. Are they just gonna start blasting me with something from far away? Who knows? Can I maybe hit them with a stinking cloud? Which I'm pretty sure should one-shot them. That might be out of range, though. Yeah. Oh, I can actually see one. Okay. Killed one. The other one was somewhere around there. Yep, okay. Guess that's 2 down. Blubbering icky thing. I mean, these are the icky caves. Okay, darkness surrounds me, but I resist darkness. Thank you, Galadriel. In fact, just for fun. Oh. Okay, I guess, yeah, that didn't really do anything. Right, anti-magic. Oh no, I can't cast any spells. Oh no, darkness surrounds me. Oh no, I've taken 5 damage. Quiver slot. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I am getting hit by things. Gonna kill that thing. There's a novice priest in the corner. I can't cast any spells, but thankfully throwing stinking clouds is not magic. That's just something I do. I mean, my Hydra does. Okay. I guess the quiver slot also died. How convenient. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Huh? It fires an arrow. Oh. It was somehow hiding from me in plain sight? Weird. My magic's returning. Priest is dead. I mean, obviously this is a level 10 dungeon, so... Oh. I shouldn't expect anything too problematic here. Eat that food to be full. And preserve my valuable elvish bread. Oh, quest complete. I guess there were only a total of 5 of them, huh? Well, and since this was on the very first level, detect evil. You're not even picking that up automatically? Well, I am about to head back to town though, actually. To see what we get for a follow-up quest, just in case it's something that we need to do deeper in this same cave. I doubt it, but who knows? I'm also gonna get this, I guess. It's not gonna worth anything, but... Oh yeah, levitation is a thing that we could definitely use, so we don't have to worry about deep water. Some other things, I guess. Quarterstaff of Force. Yeah, okay. Wait, don't have anything for you. That thing for 2000? Sure. Nice random find. Detect evil. Yeah. Not too exciting. Did we check you? Sure we did. And you wouldn't have restocked by now. Of course not. Where's the other shop or the bookshop? Do we not have a bookshop here? Oh wait, we totally do. We got a two-headed hydra in town. Well, now we don't. Sell that law book for 56. Yeah, I mean, I knew it wasn't really worth even taking with me, but here we are. So I think the quest was from this place, from the Royal Lyceum. Okay. Good, now I can finish my salad. Take this signet ring to show you're allowed to be here. The ring of the cockatoo, +1 stealth, searching, poison resist, see invisible, and invoke to unbar ways. Thanks, I guess. Any follow-up quest? Yes. Tidy the laboratory. Level 20. You again. Tell you what, a couple of other students left the laboratory in a mess. Go and tidy it up. That should keep you busy. Okay. Just in the back. Sure, that should be pretty doable. What are we facing here? Air elemental, ooze elemental, smoke elemental, air elemental, 3 ochre jellies, a disenchanter mold, or 2 actually, silver jelly. Okay. Air elemental, have we faced those before? No, apparently not. I mean, some enemies that are called air something use poison. What else do we have here? Smoke elemental. Ooze elemental. Ooze could be acid, could be poison. Not sure. Also, yeah, meant to do that first. Get some random junk. Okay, ochre jelly is awake. Surely I've fought these before. Yeah, okay, so they have an acid touch. That makes sense. How do they like... Ooh, it's actually working. Poison breath. Okay, it resists. Oh. Wait. It's so fast. Okay, yeah, it was more than half dead, so I just finished it off. Good. Get some more books here. Okay, I attack the air elemental. It can be poisoned. It attacks me. It hits. It attempts to drain psychic energy from me. Does it mean that it's something other than the air elemental, or because the it is highlighted? Also, I don't like being in melee range of the ochre jelly there. Don't know that I can run away from it though. It doesn't seem like it, so I guess we're just gonna finish off the elemental, probably. No, maybe kill the jelly, okay. Air elemental has been destroyed. Okay, it resists poison, but doesn't otherwise seem too tough. I mean, this is, once again, it's only level 20, so it should be manageable, but overconfidence. Something killer. Nice. Okay, so something is throwing acid balls. Immediately my helmet is damaged again. Will the thing come over here again? No, but it will blast me around the corner. What a jerk, whatever it is. Oh, is it actually the smoke elemental? Nope. Maybe? I don't know. Something's casting firebolts. Should I just retaliate? Well, the thing is... Acid ball is probably not gonna be very effective against whatever it is. But then, maybe it is? Well, I hit something. It is destroyed. What was it? Who knows? A beer elemental. Right. A frothing mass of ale set in motion by mysterious forces. Silver jelly drains psychic energy. Ah, right, okay. That's what was doing that. The ochre jellies seem to just be easy one-shots. Nice, potions of speed. Right, so what did I lose earlier? One of the scrolls of holy prayer. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. Hey, Quasit. Smoke elemental tries to attack me with darkness. Yep, that's fine. Want a firebolt? Meh. Bunch of staffs, darkness, illumination. I wonder if those are actually hand placed there. That seems like almost a bit too much of a coincidence. And there's the beer elemental. Is that considered the boss of this place? Well, if it was, it wasn't very strong. I am mildly curious how it would have attacked, what kind of special attack it might have had. Chaos spellbooks, okay. Oh, Quasit is back. And it's dead. Okay, nothing particularly worthwhile yet. Or silver jelly. Restore charisma. Well, we have not been drained. I wonder if the quest is literally to destroy all the shards of pottery. Well, there's the disenchanter mold. I would really like to use my breath attack some more. And I'm also doing it apparently, but I probably shouldn't be. Okay, that does damage me, so that it cost me health to use that. That's basically what I thought. Thankfully, it only does apparently take away health when I successfully cast it, and not when I attempt to. But yeah, with a 45% fail chance, it's just not worth doing. Okay, we have damaged you a little bit. Disenchanter mold. I know there's 2 of you guys. Oh, okay, that worked way better. What was this? Frostbolt. Acid bolt. Cure serious wounds. Lightning bolt. There's the other mold. Oh, okay, that's just actually one shot with acid ball. Ring of Wizardry. Might as well take that with me. Rod of Clarity. Oh, as in, no, wait. Clarity was... Oh, clears your mind, restoring some mana. Right. So that's not for us. It makes sense that these are really utensils for mages. Is the quest... Oh, the quest is complete. When did we complete it, actually? Oh. The Disenchanter mold dies, you just completed your quest. I see. So it was a matter of killing all the enemies. Fair enough. I mean, I guess I can just pick up all this random stuff and just sell it. Or as much of it as I can carry. 2 Chaos spellbooks, Chaos Mastery. I mean, honestly, that sounds like it's high-level spellbooks. Restore Charisma. Restoration potions tend to be worth a lot, so there's that. Firebolt. Staff of Illumination. I don't think those are worth a lot. Crusade spellbooks. Rites of Initiation. Now that sounds more like a low-level book. Beginners. Great Holders book. Maybe that one's a bit higher level. I guess Great Holder suggests that it's not a beginner. Go up. Pack is overflowing, yep. You know you're meant to follow lab safety and wear gloves in there. Oh. Leather gloves of the wizard. -3, -8 to fighting. 1 armor, -2 to armor. +2 int and MD? Magic devices. But negative strength and constitution. That's just not worth it though. That's not possibly worth it. Even for 2 points of int. But all those negatives? I mean, I suppose if you're never fighting anything in melee as some sort of spellcaster, then the combat penalties don't matter. But losing armor, you know, putting on armor that reduces your armor by 1 seems bad. And you should already be, you know, you should already never fail using magic devices, I guess. And negative to Constitution seems bad because it makes you even more squishy. Yeah, I don't know about this one. What am I doing? What? I don't know what button I pressed there. Something wrong, apparently. I mean, this item should not disappear when I go to sell something, right? I don't think. Did I check here recently? Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? What do we have to sell? Just mage stuff. Okay, that book is worth 560. And those are worth about the same, actually, if not exactly the same. Speed, resist heat, heroism, cure serious wounds, right? And just pick those up. Because why not? But we're not actually going to keep those. Critical wounds, restore charisma. Actually, what do those sell for? Not as much as I would have thought. Pretty sure we have some of those already as well. I could have dropped them in the storage, I suppose. Detect monsters, detect stairs, get away, recall, clarity. Actually, yeah, clarity we don't need. It's not for us. Acid bolt, lightning bolt. Right. We also don't need those. Bolts are kind of too low level for us at this point. Frostbolt. Right. The ball we're gonna keep. The Ring of the Cockatoo. Yeah. 3k, not bad. Ring of Wizardry, unidentified. Ooh, wow. Heck yeah. I mean, that doesn't even improve intelligence. It just why do I keep forgetting? Sustains intelligence. And also can be invoked for greater identify. I mean, okay, that's good. That if I could put it on even temporarily, that would be super nice. But as it is, I cannot even invoke the ability unless I equip it. So yeah, completely useless to me. So I'm gladly taking those 10k. And that's about it. Okay. Pretty good stuff. We're gonna grab this, of course, pick up the next quest. Staff recovery, level 40. Back again. Alright, another student of mine tried to play with the undead some time ago and came up second best. See if you can bring back any of the valuables he had, or at least recover his wizard staff. Yeah, level 40 though, I don't think we should do that. Something tells me that I probably shouldn't. Oh, well, what? I mean, these aren't even cursed, but I suppose because of all the negative stats, the value is just calculated based on that, and it just comes up with 1 GP. Wow. Wonderful. Thanks. Okay. Were we disenchanted a little bit? I think so. +7, +6, +6. +8, +7. Oh yeah, the Iron Helm of Knowledge used to be better. That's unfortunate because we can't even restore it to where it was. Oh, wait. Oh, we can now enchant up to +8. Interesting. That's also cheaper than it used to be? I don't know. +8, +8, +6. Oh, it was the cap of Sam that was super expensive. Yeah, okay, that's just, I guess, because that's unique and the others are just egos. And uniques just cost, like, 3, 6... How many more times? Well, too many more times. Multiple times what another item would cost. So the Cloak of Mary would be the same, yep. Weird. I swear I tried to enchant those before and it never was that expensive. I guess I must be wrong about that, but... Oh well. Let's eat and be merry and go back into the dungeon, I suppose. Sure. I have not really been paying attention to my experience at all, but we must have gained whatever we did. We must have gained a couple of thousand experience because from 29 to 30 we needed, I want to say, more than 32,000. So we're already down to only 30.8k. So yeah, we must have fought some relatively valuable things, relatively rewarding things experience-wise. Okay, head back in here, and we're basically surrounded by Skavens, which I don't mind at all. Skavens are easy and drop tons of loot. Free action. Okay. Wait, we do have the ring of the Helm of Knowledge on, right? So I don't need my Staff of Identify. Completely forgot about that. One of Stinking Cloud. Okay, nice. I have some of those back. And I guess I can take this for the time being. Maybe I should head back out and drop off the Staff of Identify. But yeah, judging by the fact that it has not actually lost any charges, I guess the helmet really does work as advertised. Okay, Potions of Slowness. Why do you not auto-destroy those? It slows you down temporarily when you quaff it. Why would that ever be... I can't see how that could possibly ever be desired or beneficial. So, yeah, we're gonna auto-destroy those. Potion of Sleep. I mean, same thing. Auto-destroy those. Maybe it's because we first identified those types of items before we had the auto-destroyer active? Or something? I don't know. I mean, more likely there is some sort of advanced usage for those. Some advanced use case that I'm just not aware of. Wait, what? Auto-destroying a 1-heal monster. Okay, that works. Yeah, but Staffs of Heal or Staffs of Haste monster do not get auto-destroyed. Again, I wonder. I mean, at least with those with Heal and Haste monster, those can be useful when you actually have pets. I'm never gonna have pets, so I guess I can set those to auto-destroy even when the game does not do that for me. Okay, Hellcat in here and a green Naga in there, and that's it for this floor. I guess this, at least the first level of this cave just has a super tiny level every time. Or it's just super tiny, I should say. Ah, okay. Second one, not so much. And we have Skaven Shaman, Black Harpy, Skeleton Kobold, a Zog. What the heck is a Zog? White Worm Mass, Piranha, and Novice Mage. Okay, I mean, nothing particularly interesting here. But what the heck is this? Oh, a drooling... Oh, wait, no. Drooling insectoid aliens with disgusting habits. Yeah, no, okay. The character I used to play a couple of episodes ago. Quite a few episodes ago at this point. Oh, nice. Black Harpy Brief Sound. I've been dazed. 2 of my potions of Cure Critical Wounds were destroyed. Beautiful. One shot. Ugh. I love these enemies that only exist to annoy you because they're not going to deal any damage. They're easily one-shot by anything. They just their only reason to exist is to suddenly pop around the corner, or not even that, just attack you from around the corner and destroy your stuff. I mean, that's why you want resistances, of course. I mean, that and to actually avoid damage from things that use those same sources but are powerful. And will actually deal a ton of damage with them. But yeah, anyway. What was I talking about? I was definitely talking about something. Uh-oh. What was I talking about? Zog? Oh, right, yeah. So I was trying to remember what kind of insectoid, anthropomorphic insectoid I was playing as, but that was a Klekon, a different type of weird insect thing. From, what was it, Star Control? Or, no, Master of Orion? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Culverin, Purple Mushroom Patch. Should I know you? Technically, yes. But I guess I haven't actually seen them do anything yet. Also, die. Okay. Okay, thanks, bye. Potion of Weakness. Destroy that, please. Okay, software bugs are taken care of, I think. No monsters to be seen. No level feeling yet. Giant Leech. Okay, I've not actually fought one of those yet, surprisingly. Okay, surely we must get a level feeling sometime soon, right? Oh. No. Barbarian Talisman. Not even auto-picking up that anymore. I suppose something must have changed again at level 30. And I suppose it's fair. At least these normal ones aren't going to be that amazing anymore. You don't like the look of this place. Okay. So you might actually have some sort of boss enemy here. Even if it's just a low level one. But... can't even see it from here. I guess... might be in that cave over there. Over to the left. Okay, this just leads back. Uh-oh. Damn it. No connection here. I could tunnel through, I suppose. Sure, why not? That's not ridiculous at all. Just tunnel through the granite. No problem. Ooh, Scimitar of Sharpness. Cursed. But maybe worth something? Skaven Shaman, right? We had detected you when we first arrived here. White Worm Mass and Piranha. White Worm Mass actually is maybe a reason to make a beeline for. Oh, it's down there. Okay. Oh yeah, right above the Piranha actually. It's in a narrow corridor, so ideally it shouldn't have any room to breed and become much of a problem. Yeah, I guess. I guess it didn't become a problem. We got some wolves here. Certainly not the cause of the level feeling. Which, by the way, no, still don't like the look. Yeah, I just cannot tell whether it's supposed to be light gray or white when just looking at the level name. I suppose the white is really just bright white. So when it looks a little bit dim, and I'm not entirely sure that it's pure white, then I guess it's not. So in that way, I should be able to tell. But anyway, it is a bit ambiguous, and I feel like they could have made that distinction a bit clearer. Okay, so seriously though, there's just nothing? What could have possibly caused that feeling? Was it just the one worm mass? that could have bred but didn't get a chance to? That must be what it is. Otherwise, I don't see it. Well, I guess we haven't fully explored everything. Okay, I'm gonna head over here to these caves, to this one central cave that I haven't checked out. Just on the off chance that there's something worthwhile in here. Baby blue dragon. Cute. And worth a little bit of money, I suppose, but not otherwise particularly exciting. And the place is in fact boring now. Okay. That makes sense. Should I just dive deep? I guess, huh? While these caves look a little bit different, I mean, it's really just normal caves, but with water floors. It's purely aesthetic. Hello? Damn. Thankfully you didn't get a chance to breathe on me, but it's also fine because we're resistant to cold now. We're never gonna have any potions destroyed, ever again. Except by random things that use sound attacks, I suppose. Which is really just cheating. Yeah, anyway. So these caves look interesting, but, I mean, at these low levels they're just not going to be interesting or very rewarding for us. Yeah, we have basically not gained any experience on that, those first levels, which is not surprising. Okay. Scruffy looking hobbit. Don't run away from me. That's more like it. Potion of clumsiness, wonderful. Rations of food. Well, we can eat, so we will. We can actually eat again. Actually, just get gorged. That's fine. Doesn't slow us down that much. Potion of weakness. Great. Wait, what do we... what are you? Oh, brown yeek. Okay. What have we here? A potion of sickness. All kinds of bad equipment. Hellcat. Hellcats. Did they ever used to be dangerous or do anything special? Because I feel like if that used to be the case, then it hasn't been for quite a while. Okay, already identified as a boring place. I mean, I suppose that's good. So that means we can just leave as soon as we find, ideally, any shaft down. In fact, we did find one right next to where we entered, so just head back. Hello there, Boldor. Have we not killed Boldor? Hold on. Oh, because this game doesn't have a Yeek Cave as your first dungeon, where Boldor is the guaranteed boss. Yeah, I guess we have not killed him then. Pretty sure you can't normally encounter the same boss monster twice. I don't know that he probably would not even show up in this list, even if we had killed him. In fact, also, yeah, we don't know anything about him, so we have not actually fought him before. Okay, however, he's currently asleep, but he's also surrounded by his minions, including 4 kamikaze yeeks. If I could get off a poison breath, I feel like that could deal some really serious damage to those guys. The thing is, I know Boldor can summon creatures and really overwhelm you, but at this point I feel like yeeks are basically just going to bounce off my scaly armor pretty much harmlessly. So I have this condition that's That's called overconfidence right now. But not really much I can do about it. Now, this opportunity is just too tempting. Also, the entire time, I somehow thought I was the gray D down there, the baby black dragon, and looking at the group, you know, up here in this corner. I did not realize I was literally just standing right next to them all. Whoops. Well, in that case, I guess we're just going to... Well, that means all those kamikaze geeks are going to blow up in my face as well. But, you know. Okay. Things happened. I took some damage. I have no idea how damaged Baldor is, if at all, but he definitely woke up from that. The initial set of kamikaze geeks all blew up, I think. But he also summoned a ton more, and I might be regretting everything. Maybe. So yeah, okay, a bunch of them just died from that first attack, which makes sense. Orphex, son of Baldur. Oh, right, yeah, okay. He summoned his son, who is weaker than him. Okay. Right, so I did take some damage here. Let's see... Actually, where is Orphex? Oh, Orphex is this guy here. Okay, he's not damaged at all. That makes sense. Baldur did take some damage from that initial attack. I'm tempted to blow up... I mean, if I just physically attack this kamikaze, that should cause all the other ones to blow up. Am I going to be in danger from that? I don't... I mean, I'm going to take damage, but I think it's not going to kill me. That's a bit of a gamble, but... here we are. Okay, it also did not actually kill them all. You basically didn't take any damage. You took a little bit of extra damage. Okay, surely now if I attack another one, though. Wait, no, that once again didn't do as much as I thought. Okay, now that's more like it. Yeah, that dealt a lot of damage, but if I took that much damage, then... Oh. Did he heal himself? I guess so. You know what? Maybe a little bit late, but I am going to drink one of these. And I'm going to one-shot Orphex in front of Baldur's eyes. And proceed to one-shot him as well. Okay. That was fun. Thankfully, they really weren't that dangerous to me at my level. Or else that could have ended quite differently. So it turns out, in hindsight, I wasn't overconfident, just confident. Which is perfectly fine. The Ring of Speed? Spade? What? You'd think that it could be a cursed ring that's just a misspelled Ring of Speed to trick you into equipping it without checking too closely. But apparently it's not cursed, so who knows? Also, I guess we cannot learn anything else about it by identifying it. Not that it's ever going to be actually useful to us, because, you know, no fingers and all of that. Yeah, we cannot further identify it. Okay. A Whip of Gondolin. Ooh. That's nice. Again, nice for selling, because no hands, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Do Hydras... What does a Hydra really look like in this universe? Does it have any arms whatsoever? How do we pick stuff up? Like very carefully with one of our heads, with one of our mouths? There are a bunch of questions, you know, concerning inventory management when you start thinking about it. So maybe just don't. Maybe just don't think about it. Can I get this off? Yes, actually. Okay. Oh, that was pretty good. Nice. Yes, we do want to take this. Thank you very much. Frostbolt? Nah. Guess not. Cure light wounds. Thanks. Okay, we're regenerating so fast out of combat that I don't even need to stop to rest. Large gray snake. I mean, we almost certainly already took care of anything and everything interesting on this floor. But I am gonna wait for the level feeling, as always. Just in case. Because I'm pretty sure there's nothing that would prevent another 5 bosses to spawn on the same level. In fact, I don't know, maybe there is something that's something in place to prevent spawning more than so and so many bosses and or you know, artifacts or anything like that. Or maybe not. Maybe there are no artificial limitations. And RNG is just reigns supreme. I would honestly kind of prefer the latter, even if it could lead to absolutely ridiculous and utterly unfair situations. But I mean, those already exist. So, yeah. Oh, this is a tiny level, so I guess chances of there being anything else interesting left are actually very, very slim. In fact, it was just this thing. Okay. No longer gorged. That's okay. Should we go to level 17? Sure. How deep is this dungeon even gonna be? Started at level 10, so I'm guessing level 20, early 20s at most. It's probably not gonna be that deep. Although, maybe because of the relatively small size of some of the levels, to make up for it, it goes a little bit deeper. Could be. Master Yeek, Chiokovo. Okay. Almost sad that the Master Yeek did not summon anything for us to slay, to dig our teeth into. That entire previous floor got us around 300 XP, which, considering we still need over 30,000, is not amazing. But it is to be expected at this depth. What were you? Oh, didn't even see you there. Potion of heroism. I suppose because I never actually entered this room, that would make sense. Illumination. Thanks, but no thanks. This might also be kind of small. Yeah, we've already stopped scrolling in this direction, so just illuminate this whole thing. And that's it. Level feeling. Found a secret door. Wait, oh yeah, okay, well. And it's a boring place. Yeah. Well, level 19. Illuminate. Word of recall. Yeah. Kind of stopped using those, but thanks. A single monster. Oh. Jingasa. Potions of sickliness. Sounds yummy, but See? You see a Staff of Haste monster. Okay, again, it could have a use if I had any pets, or I was planning to ever have any pets. But the game does auto-destroy Wands of Heal monster. So why does it do one but not the other? I don't know. Either way, just I think we're destroying these. So I just don't see the point. Caustic icky thing. I probably should not have approached that so carelessly, but well. Okay, yeah, sure. Keep him coming. Actually, though, wait. Actually, maybe don't. Well, no, it's fine for now. But we might actually not need those anymore. I mean, the resistance, yeah, because that gives us resistance to all kinds of nastier things. But just heat and cold are actually covered now, so maybe not. What's that? Homunculus. In this game, homunculi are not our friends. Well, I suppose in the other game that I might... By the time this comes out, actually, I've been pre-recording quite a bit in advance because I just don't want to record... I don't want to release too many of these super long videos per week. I've been thinking about increasing the frequency to 3 a week instead of just 2. I might actually do that. But yeah, either way, I'm probably still playing... We're still going to be playing Ender Magnolia by the time this comes out either way, because I feel like that's... I mean, I'm currently not that far into the game. I mean, I suppose I don't know that for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I might or might not still be playing Ender Magnolia, and there are homunculi in that game, of course. That's all I was trying to say. And, of course, some of those are friends, but most of them actually are not, so... Yeah. That is the only point that I wanted to make, such as it is. Do we know? Oh yeah, it's boring. Okay, fair enough. Certainly not the most exciting floor I've ever seen. I think I'm just gonna go down to level 20, and okay, that's the final level. You enter a maze of down staircase. The Icky Queen lives on this level as the keeper of Icky Cavern, Icky Cave, actually. And she is not in view quite yet. We see a carnivorous flying monkey, which I have fought before. Do I know anything about their attack? Nope. I think they're just pretty weak, and they sound like they could be interesting, but they're not. And then there were some zombies up here, rotting corpses. Black Mamba. Oh, I didn't even see you there. Didn't quite see what I even killed there. It happens. Still no Icky Queen in view. Let's try the upper left. Potions of Vigor. Those do... Cures all stunning and temporary slowness. Yeah. That's nice and all, but... is that not covered by curing? Blindness, confusion, stunning. Not slowness. Suppose I could always drink a potion of speed to... if I get magically slowed down to a point where it's a problem. Oh. Well, there's a bunch going on over there. I don't see the Icky Queen yet, but... she might be around there as well. Earthhounds, those breathe shards, which is its own element and likes to destroy stuff. So I'm not a huge fan of those. I can't really do anything about that. Even my potions of resistance are not going to protect me there. We got Living Stones, Skavens, Cave Orcs, Nibelung, Novice, Minecrafter. Nothing otherwise dangerous at all. Okay. Yeah, and all those enemies are in that little mini vault structure, or whatever you officially call those those handcrafted subdivisions or sub-rooms, or, you know, special rooms, I guess. I guess a vault is maybe something else, or maybe that's exactly what that is. What do I know? I've only played roguelikes for, you know, a couple hundred hours, maybe 1,000 or so at this point. Hardly long enough to really have any detailed knowledge. They're right here. Potion of resist heat and cold was destroyed. I mean, that's fine. See, I don't need those. I wanted these just as a buffer at this point. Now, there's still a couple of those left. I think I'm just gonna drink a potion of speed to improve my odds of maybe killing them quickly enough so they don't get to use their breath attack on me anymore. Because if I don't, chances are that they're gonna destroy my potion of speed anyway. So, you know, I'd rather use it. What? Oh, Elf Lord is my friend. Oh. I don't know why. but I appreciate it. Did he just... yeah, he just killed the Earthhound for me. How nice. What a bro. Thanks, Elf Lord. Oh, we were not quite done with these yet. I didn't count how many I killed. Okay, a ring. Not the ring, or even any good ring. Detect evil wing. What was that? Moonbeam. Nah. Magic missile. Iron shots of nothing. Oh, hey, more Skavens, actually. Sling. Money. Detect invisible. More money. Canine skeleton. Okay. Not sure what that was doing here. Maybe the Skavens were just having dinner. Huh? Oh, Barbarian Talisman, right, yeah. Oh, Nibelung. Hello. I hadn't even noticed you sneaking up on me there. Whoops. Okay. There could still be more Shardhounds around, and I am no longer sped up, but we probably dealt with most of them, if not all of them. Oh. Still got more enemies sneaking around here. And still more enemies. Blue Dragon Bat. Actually, how many more enemies? Hello. Okay. Well, turns out there are more Shardhounds and a lot more other things as well. And the Icky Queen is down there with her entourage of other icky things. Okay. But she's actually considered lower level than Elf Lord, Livingstone, Earthhounds, or Chimera. So that's good. I don't remember her being particularly tough, but if I had to guess, she can probably summon more icky things. Like, that tends to be a bit of a trend with these types of dungeon bosses. You thought her offspring were icky. She's the ickiest of them all. Nibelung died, right? As they do. Did I just destroy a Tanuki corpse? What? I didn't kill a Tanuki. I would never do that, unless it happened to be anywhere near me, I guess. We can eat, so we will. Ah, the living stones. Right. Do we know anything about these? A sentient section of wall. Okay, yeah. I think these breed... oh, hi there. Earthhound, would you be susceptible to acid? I did not mean to attack that one. Wasted a turn. Okay, just aim manually. There you go. Earthhound. Writhes in agony. Oh, okay. It is almost dead. Good. But I think I saw at least two more. So I'm trying to not get too distracted by these things. Another ration of food. Uh-huh. Okay. And hopefully we can do the same one more time here. Yep, it's fleeing. Looking good. Okay. That might have been all of them. Cave orcs. Whoops. Right, but there's the whole second half of this room. A lizard man. Not sure how troublesome those are. Well, maybe not that troublesome. Just your usual humanoid enemies that come in packs and are mostly just physical attackers and like to drop loot for you. So, actually, a pretty good find. They're basically what I thought the snake men were. Except then it turned out I was reminded that snake men are much worse. Okay, so this should be the way to the Icky Queen, right? Sure enough, in fact, she's right there. Oh, how convenient. Okay, well, in that case, do I even speed up for her? I feel like I might not need to. Let's become heroic and berserk, actually. I haven't done that in a while. Did she summon something behind me? Yeah, summons kin. I'm blind, but I know she's in front of me. I'm dissolved. My Jingasa of the Kobold. No. Uh-oh. I'm dissolved. Cloak of Mary is unaffected. Hard leather cap of Sam is unaffected. Cloak of Mary is unaffected. No longer poisoned. Oh no. It ate my elvish waybread. What a jerk. Oh god, this is such a mess. Usually the combat log and other text, other information in this game is structured pretty nicely, but these kinds of paragraphs are just the worst if you want to see if anything actually got damaged. I'm dissolved. Crown of Might is damaged. Iron Helm of Knowledge is damaged. Jingasa is damaged. Ugh. Come on. I guess I should have used a speed potion, huh? Okay, I finally killed it. Well, yeah, that could have been a little bit less costly, but okay. Yeah, strength, of course. Thank you. Thanks for asking. I've conquered the Icky Cave. Still blind, though. I see a ball of chain of craft. How do I see it? Okay, something's trying to frighten me. Nice try. Quiver of protection. I wonder if that sells for a lot. Okay, if I could not be blind, that would be nice. Huh? Trap detection. Oh, I am no longer blind. Good. Potion of dexterity. Nice. Blue icky thing, please die. Thank you. Oh, I picked that up because I had room for it. Okay, so E. Feel very dexterous. Nice. Yeah, keep those attribute potions coming for sure. Hippogriff. That's Berserk. Okay, good. What else was there? Just some bolts, but not worth selling. Trap detection, right. Okay. All the loot up there, of course, I already checked, and yeah. So I got... Right, we have the Cursed Scimitar of Sharpness. We got the Whip of Gondolin from Boldor. We got the Ball and Chain, I guess from the Icky Queen? Yeah, must be. We'll see how much that's worth. We got the Ring of Speed. Wait. Was that one from Boldor? What? Huh. Maybe both that and the Whip? Or one was from him, one was from Orphex, who knows. We got the Leather Boots of Free Action, which I think are not going to be worth much. The Quiver might not really be worth a lot. Because, yeah, it's not actually magical or anything. Those can be magical, I think. The Quivers can be further enchanted. But, yeah, so that's definitely something to drop, probably. Okay, but for now we're just going to finish exploring this level, I suppose. Might as well. We did gain some experience, I suppose, almost 2,000. Actually, a little bit more than 2,000 since last time I checked. So there is that. All those boss enemies did add up, I suppose. Stone Golem, Owlbear, and 2 Nibelungs. Okay. I don't know if these are any problem. The Stone Golem... Yeah, okay. Turns out also not to be a problem. Rounded pebbles of exploding. That sounds like fun. Too bad I don't have a use for those, but they might actually sell for at least a couple hundred. And since we're not otherwise filling our pockets with loot here, it looks like, we might as well. In fact, well, there is more to the floor, more to explore here. But is there anything worth maybe taking? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could take some of these things, but none of that's going to be worth more than a couple hundred gold, so not really worth it at this point. Huh? Oh, the Elf Lord. Right. He's still around. Potions of Vigor. Doubt those are going to sell for much. Don't like the look of this place. No, surely that's not been updated. Oh, reasonably safe. Okay, which is not quite boring, but almost. Radiant Kabu. Okay, still a bit tough to kill. Oh, and I guess it's... might be this edge of the dungeon? Maybe not? No. It keeps going a little bit longer. A little bit further. Oh, hi, red thing. We got giant fleas. Let's not... yeah. Let's not get too careless with anything that could potentially breed. Although, I mean, we're done here. At this point, we don't really care if the dungeon gets flooded. Oh, this might actually also be the end of it. Just about. Or maybe not. Yeah, just about. Okay, well, I think we're done here. Reasonably safe, yeah? I suppose so. Okay, well, not the most exciting, but... well, we killed some boss enemies. Actually, that was fun. Sometimes doing easy things is just what you need. I guess I could probably do both the Vapor Quest and Tengu and Death Swords relatively quickly. I mean, the Tengu and Death Swords quest I remember quite well. I'm pretty sure we should be able to deal with that without any major issues at this point. The Vapor Quest has been a while since I did that. I vaguely seem to remember it, but I don't know exactly what the toughest enemies in there are. But I think we should be okay. Anyway, for now, we recall out of here. And get rid of our loot. We also kill this random dude here, as we do. A pair of leather boots of free action, sure. Yeah, 1300. I mean, honestly, it's not so bad. Novice Archer. Okay. Quiver of Protection for 900. I mean, honestly, also way better than I thought. Definitely not worth taking over anything else, almost anything else, but... okay. Okay, so the Cursed Scimitar of Sharpness, only worth 1,000. That Whip of Gondolin, 5,800, much better. Ball and Chain of Craft, also only 1,000. And those things sell for 1,400. Okay. Yeah, Ego Projectiles are not to be underestimated, sometimes. Do we actually have anything new here? Restore Intelligence. Actually, I think those potions might be new. Not useful to us, really. We could use some Restore Wisdom, actually, as it so happens. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just sell that ring. It's never going to be useful to us. 4,200. And it's okay. +2 Wisdom, Charisma, See Invisible, Regen, Sustain Charisma, and +1/+2 to Combat. I mean, it's okay. It's not super exciting, I suppose. At this point in the game, if I were a normal character with only 2 ring slots, I don't know if I would use this. I guess it depends what else I found by this point, but the combat bonuses specifically, combat bonus isn't super amazing. And then the stats are, I mean, just do Wisdom and Charisma. I guess for a cleric type character, maybe the Wisdom would be worth it. And extra regen, I guess, if you don't regen like an absolute monster naturally, like we do, I suppose it might be something to consider. Anything, anyway, none of the things here are of interest. Critical wounds, that is what we want every single time. It's only a single one though, so don't get too excited. Recall, nope. Move curse, nope. Right, and no restoration here. Do we have restore wisdom? We do not. That's okay. Wisdom is honestly probably the most useless stat for us. Everything else does something. I'm not actually sure what wisdom does. I guess it must help with some sort of mental resistances. I mean, that would make sense to me, but who knows. Anyway, yeah, these potions of resist heat and cold I think are pretty much obsolete at this point. The Staff of Identify seems to be obsolete while we are wearing our cloak, our Cap of Knowledge, so that's nice. Okay. Just double checking, is there anything I want to take with me? Well, ultimately the Scroll of Acquirement, but I'm going to wait until I get to the lowest dungeon level I've reached yet, which I think is 30 or 31 in the main dungeon. And just pop it there and see, you know, if it gives me anything good. Obviously, it would be more efficient to wait to save that until I'm at a way deeper dungeon level where it's actually going to generate something, you know, a much more powerful item potentially. I'm sure real pros know exactly what level of what dungeon has a chance to, you know, is the earliest level where such and such item has a chance to get generated, you know, some highly sought after unique or something. I don't know that. I'm not that kind of player. I could be, but I guess I'm choosing not to. Not to be, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Anyway, still no elvish bread. Well, that's fine, right? We don't have anything more to sell. What do we have to do? Oh, re-enchant our stuff. That's one thing. Maybe just about the only thing left to do. Yikes. Wait, was it completely disenchanted actually? Not completely. But yeah, okay, since +8 is our max, actually we can restore quite a bit more here. Fair enough, but that's, yeah, the Iron Crown of Might is actually the heaviest, the most heavily disenchanted item. The one that was hit the hardest, so yeah, makes sense. We also did earn a lot of money though on this expedition, so it's fine. We can afford it. Would prefer not to have to, but you know, it's what it is. Right, Cap of Sam. Apparently, this has gotten slightly cheaper. Have we improved our charisma at all? What was the one potion we drank? Was that actually charisma? Maybe. Either way, still too expensive. Knowledge was disenchanted, yep. And Mary is, yeah, also still only missing 1 level. I suppose, yeah, those artifacts will not usually, they will usually resist disenchantment or corrosion, and thus they will not typically even get worse. Maybe they actually did not ever lose any levels, and the only reason why I can't even enchant them is because my limit has gone up since I found them. So eventually, if I ever find myself with way too much money, then I could add some extra levels there. Just a couple extra points of protection. For now, though, I think we're good. What am I looking at? Eat, I suppose. Right. The quests. Vapor quest at the outpost. Tango and Death Lords at Morvant. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to the outpost then. And of course, we haven't been back here in a moment, so let's just check a couple of relevant shops. Rod of Recall, 4 charges, 15k. I mean, honestly, you should never need more than 2 charges, or really, in fact, more than 1 charge. I can't think... Oh, Staff of Greater Identify. Honestly? For only 38k? Oh. Interesting. But do I really need to fully identify items in the dungeon? I guess it could come in handy here and there, but for 38,000 and an extra slot used up, I suppose I could always buy it and stash it in my home and only use it in town and never have to pay for Greater Identify again. I guess it would eventually pay for itself. It will eventually pay for itself. Still, of course, this is the black market, so this costs like at least twice as much as it would at the regular magic shop. I don't know. I think I'm going to actually not buy it. I mean, it's the first of its kind that I've seen. But we don't desperately need it, so I think not. Restore Charisma, Restore Intelligence. No Elven Bread. Heroism, 3 potions. I mean... Yeah. No, actually, no. Yeah, actually, no. Don't really need it. Will this mushroom shop ever sell any interesting mushrooms? Guess not. Right, we do have our wisdom drained. But yeah, that's not really anything to necessarily fix. What are these 2 quests? Which one is the one that we are interested in? Vapor quest. Oh yeah, we do not want to enter the Haunted House level 45. Do not accidentally enter the wrong one. Are we good otherwise? I think so. Vapor quest. Sure. Okay, and immediately we see a shimmering vortex. Vortices are always potentially nasty. A strange pillar of shining light that hurts your eyes. Yeah, not just my eyes, probably. Most worried about my equipment, in fact. Its shape changes constantly as it cuts through the air toward you. It's like a beacon waking monsters from their slumber. Great, okay. Right, we also have radiation eyes, which I think might be more or less harmless to us. Although... we don't actually know what they do. I mean, there are definitely some kind of eye-type enemies that will drain mana, which would not affect us, but I don't know exactly what these radiation eyes do. Either way, I think I should try to kill this vortex as quickly as possible if I can, if there's any way for me to do it. Acid Ball? I would try my Poison Breath, which I think should reach far enough. But, of course, there's still the issue of the 45% fail chance. Do I gamble? 50-50? Well, paid off, I guess. It does not actually... Wait, it does not quite reach. Really? Wait, it literally reaches to this tile. Okay, I guess I can still cancel. So Stinking Cloud would hit it. Acid Ball should also hit it. Because the explosion radius is gonna... Yeah, it's gonna hit it. Sure, let's do that. Quivers in pain, and it's nowhere to be seen. Well, that's great. Let's see where it actually went to. Hello there. A gas spore is now in the way. I guess it must not have been in the way before. What are you? From a distance, this creature is often mistaken for the much more dangerous Beholder. Oh. Oh, it's a fake Beholder. Interesting. Well, I think... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Oh, great. Well, I guess I should have attacked. In hindsight, the file was with clear light. Great. I briefly lit up everything. The air elemental woke up. Radiation eye woke up. Blah blah blah. The shimmering vortex breathes light. Oh, shimmering as in a light elemental vortex. Oh, okay. I mean, that's not that bad, all things considered. Okay, I shot in its direction. I guess I can double check where it is. Oh, it moved out of the way. I'm hit by something. Haven't really taken any damage though. The gas spore has been damaged a little bit. Do we know how damaged the thing is? Quite, I guess. That's good. Let's see if we have any chance to hit that thing. Cannot shoot past the gas spore though, right? So even if I try to target there... Oh, wait, never mind. Can you shoot... I thought the ball type projectiles still traveled in a straight line and would hit an enemy in the way. But I guess not. Okay. I'll take it. Do I have a way to cure this blindness? I guess, yeah. Potions of curing. That's literally what those do. It's probably not going to last for much longer. And the source of the blindness is dead, so... Do I really need to? I guess I know where the enemies are. Oh, and I'm already no longer blind. Perfect. Okay, actually though, why don't we destroy that thing? How damaged are you? Oh, okay, so that last acid ball did not actually hit that guy at all. Air elemental, I mean, we've fought those before. They can confuse, which we resist, and otherwise just deal damage. Okay, resist acid and poison, I see. Do you resist either of those things? Not that we know of. Okay, that worked. And it's dead. Oh, and they explode. Good to know. Good thing we took that out at a distance. Elemental was destroyed. Okay. We got weird fume, or weird fumes actually, showing up. Which we might also end up encountering in that other quest. No, wait, this is the Vapor quest. Yeah, never mind, okay. Okay, swirling spiral of mist constantly changing its appearance. Fast and erratic. The weird fume breathes chaos. Oh, and I'm hallucinating. Well... That's okay. The Steel Dragon attacks you, it falsifies you. Wonderful. I check the Cobra Commander. I check the Poodle. I've destroyed the Spider... I attack the Poodle and destroy the Spider Mastermind. Hallucinations are so fun. Okay, we know that that thing... The Angelic Quilthulg Breeze Nexus. Wait, it actually teleported me, though? I don't know what... Oh. This thing here actually is. Maybe nothing? It might not actually exist. Okay, Breeze Chaos. Body is twisted by chaos. Your throwing arm feels much stronger. I don't think I have a throwing arm. Should I just... Can I actually use devices while hallucinating? While tripping balls? Apparently so. The Internet Exploder roars thunderously. Internet Exploder, huh? Oh, what? The device has no charges left. Whoops. That's not good. In that case... Is poison gonna work? Shrugs it off, okay. Oh, it's actually next to me, and... You attack the ultimate unspeakable Lovecraftian nightmare. You have destroyed the Emperor. Where am I? Is that a thing? Oh yeah, apparently it was something. Although I don't know if, while hallucinating, if you attack an enemy that isn't actually there, it will still give you messages as if you had attacked something. You attack the chimpanzee, you've destroyed the insurance salesman. Take that. You've slain the Borg. Wait, the scantily clad woman attacks you. I should be paying attention to all these messages. You attack the Dreadnought. You have slain the Sunday morning slasher. Wonderful. Oh, I can see clearly again. Oh, how boring. Just straight up boring reality. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted, but also, yeah, actually a bit much. Air elemental, real this time. Ring element. What? Ring elemental. Yeah. Huh. Why isn't there a ring elemental like an enemy? I guess I'm taking all of these. I don't know if I'm gonna have room for all of these items. Okay, well, not if some of them are gonna be non-magical. Rubber band, the ring rubber band, which I like to imagine is literally just a rubber band that's somehow enchanted and that you wear as a ring. I think that's probably the idea. Okay, elemental cursed. I guess I'll pass on that then. Elemental fire, amulet of the Magi. Wait, and there weren't any amulets over here? I feel scammed. There were so many more rings, and interesting sounding ones as well. And this one is cursed and has cold resistance. I guess technically it could maybe be worth using if I uncurse it. We'll see. And I still have more room, so just take all of that. Anything over here? Nope, just one more enemy. And we completed the quest. Okay. So there were really just the two things. What were they called? Weird fumes? Some sort of fumes that were the real danger here. And even those weren't necessarily all that dangerous, just... yeah. Hallucination can make things a little bit difficult. Don't know if the quest was from you. It was not. Which means it was from... huh. From the inn, actually? Yes. Vapor quest, done. Strange tidings indeed. Where eldritch vapors gather, more dangerous creatures are often nearby. Perhaps this is an ill omen of dangers yet to come. We may be in need of your services again soon. This gift may help you detect what evils plague this land. Rod of Detection. Oh, I think that might be... yeah, that's the one that combines all the different detections into one, right? Only has 2 charges though. But then so did the Detect Monsters rod that we had until very recently. So that's okay. Follow-up quest? The Old Castle, level 50. Yeah. Evil beings, mighty undead, evil spellcasters, dragons, and even titans are rumored to lurk there. Destroy all the monsters within. Yeah, not anytime soon. Thanks for the rod, though. Detects all traps, doors, stairs, treasures, items, and monsters. It does not also map the dungeon, though, unfortunately. I thought there was a thing that might do that, but... yeah, like, isn't there... maybe there's just an improved form of enlightenment. Like, staff of... clairvoyance? Is that a thing? Or is that a different... I mean, I think that might be a thing that might be a type of staff or a type of magic item, but it might not do what I think it does. Okay, anyway. I guess we drop our detect monsters and our detect doors and stairs. And I guess that saves us one more inventory slot. Very nice. Do I spend half my money on a greater identification thingamajig? No. I'm too stingy. The thing is, we do need lots of money for other things. Mostly, I guess, I probably have been spending most of it, besides Greater Identify, on restoring my damaged equipment. Eventually, I guess the plan is that that's not really going to be as much of an issue anymore. If we can get some disenchantment resistance, that sure would be nice. Let's see here. All the rings, of course, are just for selling. Protection from shards sends humanoids, I guess, and WR warning? Oh yeah, warning. Right? I think that's what that is. Let's confirm. Yep, resist shards, warning, sends humans. Good. I mean, it's pretty decent, but of course, can't use it. Okay. Ring of Wizardry for 2200, and it gives plus 5% something. What is that? Oh, spell capacity. I guess I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'm sure it's useful for spellcasters. Got that fully identified ring there, and got the rubber band. Sure. Plus 4 wisdom and see invisible. Okay. And plus 4 wisdom, if wisdom is your thing, I guess is pretty neat. Yeah, the fire elemental amulet, I think we can just sell. And amulet of the Magi, we can probably just sell. Could that potentially be good? I mean, if it did have any protection against those against the standard elements, I guess we would know, right? Like we do with the cursed amulet. Or do we not necessarily always detect those things automatically? I mean, you can always try to put it on, I suppose, and see if that teaches us anything else. Right, just put that in that slot, and we don't learn anything else. Okay. Well then, I guess we'll put on the cursed one. I mean, okay, so the amulet of the Magi actually increases damage by 8, though. Melee damage by 8. And it gives plus 7 to something. Could I replace the Sacred Pendant, perhaps? 5 armor. Hold life. I don't know how much that's been helping out. Regen, we have enough that we don't need extra regen from the item. The extra light radius is nice, but I think we would be fine with one less. And then BS? What was that again? Blessing? No, but we're not perma-blessed or anything. Okay. Guess I need to remind myself what that thing does. Blessed. Actually, what does that mean? Hold life, okay, blessed, perma-light. And then just, and regen, yeah, okay, we don't need that really. Plus 5 armor is kind of nice. But man, plus 8 attack, I think, since we only have so many ways, I mean, in fact, yeah, amulets or any equipment with extra damage on it is the only way for us to improve our melee attack. Since equipping a better weapon, equipping a better head, stronger teeth is unfortunately not an option. Would be nice. It would be cool if there was some sort of Hydra-specific weapon type or something. Just, you know, steel dentures or something like that. but no, it's not a thing. You just have to take what evolution gives us. Anyway, yeah, that Amulet of the Magi. I mean, we are wearing that right now. How does that affect our damage? Oops, there it was. 148 plus 59. I feel like that was higher at some point. Huh. Superb at melee. So if we just put this one on for the moment. Cursed, yep, I know. Minus charisma. Minus stealth? Well, if that's really all it does, then of course it's not really gonna do anything for us. Remove curse. Wait, surely they sell it somewhere. Yeah. GG. Remove curse. And now it looks like it's fully identified actually at this point. -1 to charisma and stealth. Resist cold, cannot be harmed by cold. Okay, fair enough. But can rings normally be harmed by cold? Anyway. Yeah, I mean, that only gives us cold resistance effectively, and then takes some stats away. So clearly there's no reason to use that over the other one. Even if the fire resistance is a bit redundant, but it also doesn't hurt to have more. Well, there was a chance, I suppose, of it having some sort of other benefit. Because I would totally be okay with having my charisma and stealth reduced. Those are two of the stats that I don't really care about. But of course, for no additional benefit, there's no point. This other one, though, I don't know. Like, okay, we're no longer wearing that, so our combat is just about the same, or is exactly the same. So is that +0 +8, not 0 +0 to hit, +8 to damage? Maybe that's only for spells or something? Specific to spellcasting? Because it's off the Magi? And then what's the +7? I guess we don't really know yet. And this place, the outpost does not have a library to fully research items, right? You can only identify here. So sell that thing. Still sells for 1400, not bad. We almost have 100,000 gold, which is nice. I know I'm still not gonna buy that staff. I probably should. I don't know. Maybe I should. We're gonna see another one. We're gonna see one out in the wild and just get it for free, or see it in a regular shop and not pay the ridiculous extra black market tax. I also wanted to actually check. Right, Tango and Death Swords is in Morivant, so that's where we're gonna head next. Morivant. Research for 2,000. Sure, it's a bit on the pricey side, but +7 to searching. Okay. Resist blindness. Ooh, wait. I mean, it looks like it's +0 +8 to combat stats. I mean, the searching is whatever, but resist blindness? We don't have that. Would be nice to have that. Can we... No. That stuff is literally the only other thing that's not fully identified. You know what? Just to get it out of the way. Now we know. Heals for 45, cures wounds. Yep. Okay. Now we know. Now everything's completely fully identified. Elvish Waybread. Hello there. Yes, please. What overpriced things do you offer? Trickery plus force, searching, and darkness resistance, and sustained dexterity. Thanks, but no thanks. And no amulets at all. And definitely no greater identifies staffs or anything. I don't know why I'm checking here. Restore life levels, 25% off. Actually, sure. It's not really going to make much of a difference. You know what? Why don't I get the other two and just stash them? Heroism is reduced, but I mean, that doesn't matter. That's basically free anyway. You have restore strength, dex, charisma. I mean, our strength cannot be drained so long as we have our starting helmet on. Dexterity, likewise. Yeah, no, I don't think I need to worry about those at all. Drink, by which I mean... No, I did mean that. Wait, restore life levels. D. There. And we're no longer drained. I mean, did that even change our hit points at all? Not by much, if at all. But that's okay. Life levels, E. Both of those, yes. Anything else? Not really. Okay, I really wonder about the damage bonus, the potential damage bonus on that item. Shouldn't we see that here? 2 damage. 0 plus 14 to damage bonus. And when we put the thing on, let's say over the Sacred Pendant. For now. We do now have 30% blindness resist, which I like a lot. Oh, we still have plus 14 to damage. Okay, so that's just something different. The plus 0 plus 8 is not to damage. Damn it. But what is it then? Well, that's a bit disappointing. Wait. HP regen is being reduced by something? Wait. It's only 320. Wait. That's way worse. I didn't realize the ring did that much. Or the amulet. Why do we have negative regen? And that's apparently inherent to our character. Negative HP regen, or reduced, or whatever that red minus means. That's the first time I see that. Why is that a thing? No, it's still a thing. What? Overall, our regen is much better, though. Didn't realize the ring had that big of an effect. That's maybe more significant than I thought. Whole life blessed. I mean, honestly, yeah, the regeneration is a bigger effect than I thought. And we don't otherwise have hold life, which I'm sure is useful to have. We probably would have had our max health drained a lot more than we have so far. A lot more than that 1%. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why it hasn't been more of a problem so far. And the blessed status, I mean, I'm sure that's useful. It's not something you see a whole lot. I just wonder if it's the same thing like as the blessed buff that shows up when you, well, read a scroll of Holy Player, for example. Holy Player? Holy Prayer. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this equipped. The blindness resistance would be nice to have, but I'm sure we are eventually going to find some other source of it. And it's not typically that crippling. It's one of the more, you know, one of the less immediately terrible status effects, I suppose. It's mostly an annoyance. Well, here's the quest. Down here we have Ghost Town, level 30, which technically is our level, so something to consider, perhaps. But for now, we are going to head in here. Tengu and Death Swords. Actually, wait, this place has 4 gelatinous cubes. Can we deal with those? Yeah, I think we can, actually. In fact, yeah, we can, for sure. No, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, so we have 4 gelatinous cubes total, 1 in each corner. Just about 2 have actually woken up and are coming after us. We got 8 Tengu currently sleeping and 16 Death Swords. Right, the doors... Oh, this is different. This game's version of this quest is slightly different. In Hangband, it just has the entrance to the inner circle there at the top. I don't know if that makes any practical difference, but it's a thing. Okay. Yeah, gelatinous cubes already coming. I definitely want to speed up for those. And I'm also going to drink a potion of resistance to give me the acid resistance so I can kill them without having my stuff dissolved, ideally. We'll see if that works the way I hope it does. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with the loot until I've slain them. Tango is already coming out. Okay, I mean, Tango are easy to kill. It's 4 of them already down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Well, that's basically it. That's basically this quest. I guess while I'm... Wait. Less resistant. I'm still sped up, though. Yeah, so these things like to give you a graze, and they can terrify you, which I'm resistant to. Okay. It's a bit confusing that the icon doesn't change, right? I mean, I have to pay attention to the log, actually, to confirm that I did in fact kill it. And the item that I'm seeing is just the sword or the weapon that it dropped. Yep, been given a graze and poisoned. That's okay, we killed it. Yeah, I'm definitely taking a ton of damage from these things, but so long as I stay careful, which I'm trying to do, I think this should be pretty safe. The real big problem is, as I talked about a while ago, so long as the Tengu are around, they like to teleport you around, and they can absolutely teleport you sometimes next to more than one of these swords. Okay, you know what? Why don't I just use the staff to heal up a bit? Okay, Death Sword destroyed. Looking at my hit points. Auto-destroying a katana. Right, I guess we can destroy the Death Sword and then destroy whatever it drops as well. In fact, we're probably going to destroy most of these. Still see 2. I think it should be this one and this one. Yeah. Those might be the only 2 left. I'm not bleeding anymore. And the quest is not complete. Wait. Oh, I missed one. Oh, okay, the one there in the middle, and that completes the quest. Okay. Yeah, these things are so dangerous. I mean, I guess it's made up for by the fact that they can't move. That definitely helps. But man, the amount of damage they can dish out is a bit crazy. The amulet, Fool's Gold. Well, we'll be taking that for sure. Are there going to be any good weapons here? Not so far. Huh. Oh, well, okay, there's something. Alright. Iron Helm, Mushrooms of Hallucination. Again, it makes you hallucinate. I mean, hallucination is fun and all, but definitely not helpful. So, wait, what? Hold on. Hallucination, I see them. Kill, floor. Huh? Wait, but there's only 2 of them. No, there's 4. Why did I think there were 2? I don't know. I'm already hallucinating, I suppose, just from looking at them. Destroy them. It didn't ask me whether I wanted to auto-destroy them. That's weird, but okay. Scroll of Mundanity. How is that bad? This removes the ego or artifact status and all enchantments of an item. As a bonus, if you have a stack of them, the extras are destroyed. Cool. Again, could there possibly be any kind of use for this? Or is that just terrible? But why would you use it? I mean, I suppose if you don't have it identified, it would ask you to pick an item, and you might guess that it's maybe an enchant item scroll. And then you use it, and you destroy your artifact, basically. But I don't think those types of scrolls really... I mean, that's the first one I encountered. So that's not really going to show up until pretty late in the game. And at that point, you probably have both enchant item, enchant weapon and enchant armor scrolls already identified, so you know it's not one of those. I guess there are greater enchantment, right, with the asterisks, so you might suspect that's maybe one of those, but really you should not be just YOLOing unknown scrolls at that point, because anything that you find for the first time late in the game has potential to be pretty good, but also has potential to be one of the really bad ones, right? Like that one. So, yeah, I feel like that's extremely unlikely to really trick anyone. But again, it's not getting auto-destroyed, so maybe there is some sort of potential use for it that I'm just not aware of. Scrolls of Identify. Cute. Remember when those were useful? Detect traps. I mean, we might as well grab that, I suppose. Well, it looks like that's about it. Beginners, Mundanity. You know what? Take that and see if it sells for anything. If maybe the game considers that valuable. Not valuable enough to pick up, of course. Well, who was that quest from? Actually, who was that quest from? Was the castle? Oh, cure light wounds. Nah. Thanks, but no thanks. Nope, not from here. Who else here would have given me a quest? Get out of here. Oh, wait, was it actually? Wait, it was here. Yeah, Thieves Guild. Right. You have Amulet, Elemental, Electricity, and Fire. Could have been something with Cold Resist, but it wasn't. Oh. And the follow-up is level 25 as well, the Mimic's Treasure. Now, I believe I remember this one, or I remember a version of this. And that's a pretty nasty one. Okay, I mean, it's only considered level 25, so I think we might be good. Oops. Well, let's quickly clear out the inventory. Sell that sword for 1600. And sell nothing. And sell the Scroll of Mundanity. What? 1700. Okay. What? I must be missing something, clearly, because... yeah. It removes the ego enchantment from an item, just turns an ego enchanted item into its base item type. Is there somehow a way? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're weaponsmiths, right? Or just what's the class called? They're classes maybe that can manipulate items. Yeah, maybe weaponsmith is what I'm thinking of, or maybe they're called something else. Blacksmith, just blacksmith. I don't know. Maybe they might have an interest in having a particular base weapon type to enchant, to turn into an artifact or ego item or something. And maybe there are some rare base item types, and no, I don't know. I give up. That seems way too convoluted. It can't be that. Well, I mean, something makes this valuable, and, you know, I don't care. I'm just gonna sell it. I'm just gonna take the money. I don't need to understand why I'm getting it. Fool's Gold Amulet. Well, I suppose it could be good. I guess we don't have a use for that. Dragon's Flame Amulet here. Can I gladly take the 7,500. Detect traps. We don't need that anymore. Speed, heroism, cure critical, resist, curing, detection, getaway, and recall. We want those. Stone to mud, right? We technically kind of want that, maybe, but we also don't. Acid ball, enlightenment, cure wounds, fool's gold. Okay. Research. Plus 2 to wisdom, charisma, resist poison, free action. Okay. Not good enough, I'm afraid. Not good for us. Not really sure what that has to do with fool's gold, but maybe because it looks good at first and it's not going to reveal any of its qualities until you fully identify it. And then it turns out not to be that amazing, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's not useless. It's just not useful to me. Oh well. What else? Right. Technically still looking for a way to restore our wisdom, but also kind of whatever. Okay. The Mimic's treasure. I don't know. I feel a bit... I feel a bit... I don't know, what's the word? A bit nervous about this. Yeah. You feel a bit nervous. Okay, this is definitely different. The layout is different. We got lurkers. We don't have landmines, which I thought was a thing here. We do have 4 chest mimics sitting in those rooms there. And all the doors, well, all the doors in the back are door mimics, actually, which is just a fun concept. And we got potion mimics in some of the rooms. Yeah, both the inner rooms, I suppose. And we got the lurkers, which, even though we have identified them, you still can't see. Oh, okay, yeah, they're just sitting in the middle of each of these. Oh, okay, no. In the outer ones, well, upper and lower ones, I suppose. Upper and bottom ones. We got the lower, we get the lurker here. A strange creature that merges with the dungeon floor, trapping its victims by enveloping them within its perfectly disguised form. Okay. Right, yeah. And in the middle 2 corridors, we have them a bit further back. And we got door mimics. A strange creature that disguises itself as a door to lure unsuspecting adventurers within reach of its venomous claws. I mean, if it's just that, it is stationary. And if it doesn't actually use range attacks and waits for me to walk up, then that shouldn't be a problem. The other, maybe more dangerous version of this quest that I remember definitely had things in front of those door mimics that just started blasting you with all kinds of nasty status effects out of the darkness. So as soon as you opened one of these first sets of doors, you would just get blasted with all kinds of things from, you know, from out of the dark, without even being able to see what hit you. That does not appear to be the case here. So that's nice, at least. Right, also I know you can skip from enemy to enemy while looking. Chest mimic, I guess just for completeness' sake. Strange creature that disguises itself as a chest to lure unsuspecting adventurers within reach of its venomous claws. Okay, well, let's... Yep. Chest mimic and potion mimic, let me guess. A strange creature that disguises itself as a discarded object. As discarded objects, well, potions specifically. To lure unsuspecting adventurers within reach of its venomous claws. Who would have thought? Okay, well, anyway. Theoretically, we should only have to worry about the lurkers for now. Or do we not actually see it? It creates a mesmerizing illusion. Oh. Now we see the lurker. Wait. Where do we see it? Lurker, one to the east. Oh, wait. You have to actually walk right next to it in order to be able to see it. Interesting. Okay, but we can pretty easily kill it. I didn't even start attacking right away. Interesting. Something casts a frostbolt at me. So much for not needing my resistance to heat and cold anymore, huh? Was that a lurker, though? What cast a frostbolt at me? Okay, never mind. Things are attacking me. Okay, so maybe that is exactly as I remembered. Just, I want to say it was turned 90 degrees, the whole layout, from how it was in Hangband. Oh well. Okay, so the doors are still closed, or the door mimics are still in place. Maybe those are shooting me. I mean, do we know what attacked us? If the mimics actually shot me with... I guess it has venomous claws, so maybe it can shoot poison cloud as well. Well, I guess it just makes sense to become speedier. That usually makes sense, and it's usually useful. And being heroic also helps. The door mimic casts a fearful illusion. Okay, it casts a frostbolt, destroying a speed potion, potion of curing. Wonderful. Malignant black aura surrounding my cloak of Mary. Wonderful. Just great. I did not kill the lurker. Getting hit by more frostbolts. So yeah, it's the door mimics, huh? Blasting me with those spells. Sure enough. Oh yeah, okay, now I actually saw it. Well, that sucks. Guess we're just gonna run up to them and kill them. At least they die easily. Yeah, they all do. Okay. So we should be a little bit safe in here. In fact, we should be completely safe in here because all the enemies that are left are just stationary and none of them can see me from here. Oh man. Light crossbow of the hunter. I mean, I guess we're taking that one. Okay. That's all the enemies here, right? Yeah. I suppose the first... well, I guess in hindsight, I probably should have just charged straight forward toward these things here. I did not remember... Well, these things. The door mimics, specifically. I did not remember that those had ranged attacks. When in fact that is what makes them so dangerous in the first place. And the fact that you always have to face at least three of them at the same time, head on. Yeah. Shrooms of naivety, nice. A flail. A ring of protection, sure. None of this is good, nope. Hit points are looking okay. We're still fast. Is it gonna last until we get to the next set of enemies? Yes. Okay. Blasted sword. Flamberge, cloak, pointy hat. Huh? Note of acting master. Now that sounds like a pretty high level one. Oh, did we? No, we had not actually killed the lurker here. We're still fast, surprisingly. Oh, we're blind, that's okay. I know where the enemies are. I've killed it, and I know that... Huh? Oh yeah, there it was, actually. Turns out I didn't know exactly where it was, but close enough. And that completes the quest. Okay, that was... I mean, it was kind of nasty, but we were strong enough, turns out, that they didn't really pose much of a danger. Of course, I did destroy some potions. That's apparently just always going to be a thing. I mean, until I can acquire some more cold resistance, but oh well. Potions of Intelligence, 2 of them, again. I found a stack of 2 of those earlier, off camera. Intelligence, D. Rank, D. Okay, int, all the way up to 9. Started out with 3, right? So that's come a long way. Still only good with devices, or did we used to be less than good? Well, we obviously we used to at some point. But I think we've been considered good at device usage for a little while now. Before that, it was fair, of course. Either way, 2 extra points obviously helps. Heavy crossbow of velocity, sure. Book of Kendo, Yagyu Bugecho. I have no idea if that's a high level one, but oh, 2 more of these? No, 1 more actually. Some magical bolts, nothing too special there. Just random enchanted stuff, not really worth anything. Black channels, I mean, I got no idea. Nature's Gifts, no idea how high level those are. I guess they can be worth at least a couple hundred, potentially, so might as well. Right, we have been slightly cursed, but otherwise we're doing okay. That's the wrong button. And we get an Amulet of Trickery, +3 to Stealth, Searching, and Sustained Dex. Useless, but thanks, I guess. Dark Elven Lords, level... Okay, another level 25 quest. Man, I wanted to end the episode and I thought, oh cool, I can actually make it, you know, end at sub 3 hours. But now I'm tempted to do this one as well, of course. I mean, I don't need to at all. I have other quests, level 27 quests, that I can attempt. Small group of Dark Elven Lords. I mean, I think I've even fought Dark Elven Lords before. So I'm fairly confident that we can do that one as well. Fairly confident. Anyway, let's just quickly drop this stuff. Whoa! 17,000 for 2 of them, but still. Okay. Yeah, spellbooks with Master in the name, or anything similar, potentially worth a lot of money. Yep, Black Channels, okay, that's also apparently the equivalent for death magic. And apparently Nature's Gifts. I thought that was a relatively low level one, but apparently quite the opposite. Huh. Okay, Protection Ring. Amulet of Trickery. And just like that, we have 146,000 gold. Nice. Should I go check and to see if that Greater Identify staff is still for sale? It might not be, but it might be actually. I don't know if teleportation from town to town makes time pass. Do we need anything from here? No, not really. I mean, I suppose I could always buy some extra potions of curing, although I hardly ever use them. But, you know, of course, even when I don't use them, they just get chipped away. The Book of Kendo, Yagyu Bugecho. Oh, that's not a super high level one. Oh well. Crossbow of the Hunter. Okay, nice. Heavy crossbow of Velocity. Also decent. 153k. Okay. And that should be that. Inventory sorted out. Where's that other quest, actually? Right over here, huh? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna deal with that next time, I suppose. I'm gonna have to just draw a line somewhere. Rest for the night, buy food and drink. And I guess next time we're gonna head inside this quest, into this quest, and then we have the orc tunnels to clear out. The Genie's Cavern, man, it's only level 27, it shouldn't be that bad. But somehow, I have a bad feeling about it. I remember the Genie being pretty nasty, but then, I thought the same thing about the vapors and the mimics, and they turned out to be pretty benign, all things considered. So, I guess we're gonna give those a shot next time. Yeah, why not? Oh, I guess I'm also going to uncurse and maybe look into my wisdom situation and maybe teleport back to Outpost to see if the staff is still there, because at this point, why not just buy it, I guess. Yeah, maybe I'll do all of those things, and then next time we are going to do some more quests and maybe some more dungeon diving and, all that good stuff. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.